You join me in Paddington train station because I am about to board the overnight sleeper train to Penzance, Cornwall. You may have seen a couple of weeks ago, me and my brother boarded the Caledonian sleeper train from Euston all the way up to Fort William, where Ben Nevis is, and we thoroughly enjoyed doing that challenge. However, in the comments of that video, so many of you guys let me know that there is actually a sleeper train that goes all the way to Penzance, and I had never heard of this. I had basically just thought the UK has one sleeper train, that is it. But no, turns out I was actually wrong. So I booked tickets with Great Western Rail to board the sleeper train all the way from London Paddington to Penzance, Cornwall. Now this is a shorter journey. This is only like about an 8-hour train. I actually think you can do this journey in like 5.5 hours through the day. So maybe the train goes slower through the night. I'm actually not sure. The time currently is 10 to 11 at night. I think, oh no, it's 11 o'clock now. And the train actually goes at 11:45. So very, very late compared to the other sleeper train, which leaves from Euston at like 7:15. This is much more of a sleeper train. Like I'm getting on it and I'm going to be going straight to bed. There's not going to be any dinner. There's not going to be any like sitting in the food carriage. However, with my ticket, because I have booked a cabin, meaning that I get a single bed. I'm doing this video by myself, so my brother is not with me right now. I get a single cabin, and with that I do get lounge access. So actually I need to go and find where the lounge is. So here we go. Can you see this? We've got the 23:45 service to Penzance, and guys, I will say it calls at so many stations. It's called the Night RIVIERA service, and it calls at Taunton, Exeter, Newton Abbot, Plymouth, Liskeard, Bodmin Parkway, Lostwithiel, Parr, St Austell, Truro, Redruth, I've missed the others, Hale, St Earth and Penzance. So it's a long train with a lot of stops. But like I say, it's going from platform 1, and I do not know Paddington train station very well, so I need to go and find where platform 1 is, and I also would love to find the lounge. Oh yeah, I've got tickets for the sleeper train to Penzance, and I have the lounge included. Whereabouts is the lounge? Platform number 1. All the way down, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Right, I think we've got it, guys. Oh my goodness. Do you know what I think I'm about to see that I've never seen? Because I never ever travel through Paddington Station. This kind of leads you out west towards like Reading, Oxford, parts of the country that I'm never really visiting, especially from London. But I've never seen the Paddington Bear statue, and I think I'm about to walk past it. I can see it. Wow, it's a bit sad how excited that just made me. Is this him? Yes, I reckon it is. Yep, there we go. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't really look like him, but it does say, please look after this bear. I actually can't even read what that says. Aw, very cute. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I actually love the Paddington Bear movies, even as an adult. I want to hear no judgment on that, thank you. I'm pretty sure that it's this, that's what that sign says, but it looks very closed. Let's see. So it actually turns out that I was completely wrong, and that's not how it works. But basically you board the train and the first class lounge is on the train. So he was like, if you go, you can check into a cabin, you can put everything down, and then you can head through to the first class lounge that is on the train, and that is where they'll serve you like tea, coffee, biscuits, whatever you want, basically. I thought it was a lounge kind of like how it was in Euston, where we got like, I don't know, just a lounge access in the train station. But no. So I'm looking for carriage D. This behind me is the Great Western Rail RIVIERA sleeper service to Penzance, which I believe runs every single day. And when I'm in the cabin, I will run through the cost of this, because I'm not gonna lie to you, this was more expensive than the Caledonian sleeper, which went all the way up to Scotland. Great Western Railway, Night RIVIERA. Honestly, got no idea how this works. It feels a little bit less organised than the last one that I got. I don't want to keep comparing to that video too much, but if you haven't seen it, this is what it looks like. I will of course link it below. Let's get on. I think I am D1. This says D3 to 12. Where is D1? Good. I think maybe this way. Okay, I'm not 1. I'm 11. And I'm quite confused by this, because I am 11L, but it does look as though in here there's 12. So like, do I get a roommate? Like, I kind of really hope not. But I also just don't know how this works. But basically I think this is my room. Maybe it means 11L as in like the lower bunk, and nobody is in 12 because I've booked it by myself. Surely that is what it means. And they've not made up the top bunk, so I actually have a little key card here, so that's good, because I was thinking, how do I lock the door? Like, how do I even know this is correct? But there's a key, so that's good. Right, so the first thing that I will say, other than how bad the lighting is not one single person has checked any tickets on entry to this train. I could have walked in off of the street, walked into this bed, closed that door behind me. I actually don't really know what they would do about it. And what I did think was bizarre was when I booked these tickets, the only option was a physical train ticket. Like, I had to go and collect this in Paddington Station tonight, which is fine, but like, that is a little bit dated. I feel as though I've not seen one of these train tickets bloody hell, well, bye, in ages. And the second thing is, I thought I'd booked an ensuite. I have not, which when you consider the price, which we will get to, absolutely shocking, to be honest. Like, I'm fine with sharing a bathroom, I'm fine with sharing a toilet. I showered before I got on, it's actually not that deep. But I thought that this was a bathroom, but it's not. That's like some kind of, I actually don't really even know what this is, like a wardrobe. I'll do a room tour in a minute, but let's go to the first class carriage. The train is not setting off for another half an hour. I would love to be able to speak to somebody about like what I've got and like how this works. Hello. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you? Okay. I don't know how you keep the door open, sorry.
You traveled with us before?
No, never.
What's your name? Just make sure you're the right person in the right spot.
Molly Thompson, I might be in the wrong place.
Fantastic, you're in the right spot.
Is there a first class carriage where I can get like a coffee or a tea or?
I'll go through all of that with you.
Amazing, perfect, thank you.
I'll
Okay,
give you
sorry, I'm jumping the gun.
Right,
yeah.
So let me go through the room. That's
Yeah.
probably the easiest thing.
Yeah, that's the
sound
easiest
eager,
thing.
I understand it.
I am, yeah.
So your night light's above the door here.
Am I okay to film this?
So
Yeah.
the night light's up here, you can turn it off if you want.
Okay, yeah.
If you haven't travelled before, I'd leave it on.
Okay.
You've got a blackout blind and a heavy fire door, so it gets very dark.
Yeah, okay.
Alright,
Yeah.
So I don't want you bouncing around like a
Okay.
So I'll leave push button wardrobe, and in the bottom you've got drinking water.
Oh, okay, cool, yeah.
Alright. Your key card for the room is just on the table there.
Yeah.
That tabletop there lifts up, and there's a sink inside.
Oh, amazing,
There's
okay.
the soap and the towel on
Oh, okay, yeah, I was
Just
thinking
hold
about
this.
this one.
That's it. So more red, more heat, more blue, more cold.
Perfect,
Adjust it
that's
as you
really
need. I'll
good.
put it in the middle so it's like quite
Yeah.
ambient.
Yeah.
Adjust it as you need it.
Okay.
Behind the pillow you have your lights, your power,
Yeah.
and the round button is a call button. So if you need us for anything, give it a push. Lots of room for luggage, you don't have to trip over anything at all.
Yeah.
Alright. Toilets are either end.
Okay.
So in the morning I can offer you a shower at Penzance if you wish.
Ooh, maybe actually. How does that work?
So we book it tonight,
Yeah.
and then tomorrow morning we get to Penzance, you pop on down to the first class lounge, and then you go.
Actually, yeah, is that okay? Can I do that? Thank you.
Hi ladies, is there still one 8:30 shower available? Yes. Can I steal it, please? What happens is when we get in at 5 to 8,
Yeah.
pop off the train, go straight down the platform. I'll be around, so if you need help,
Okay.
I'll point you in the right direction.
Yeah.
First class lounge, you can't miss it.
Yeah.
White glass. Go on in, there's a little pedestal there.
Yeah.
Let them know you've got your shower booked.
Yeah.
And they'll
Perfect.
call out your name, give you
Okay.
a towel, there's shampoo there,
Wow, okay.
soap.
Amazing, yeah, that's great.
Then stop talking. I can give you a bit of light breakfast to get you started if you wish.
Okay, yeah.
So I've got tea, coffee, apple or orange juice to drink. What would you like?
Coffee, please.
And then I've got a sausage wrap, a honey porridge, an almond butter and salted caramel porridge, which is gluten-free and vegan,
Ooh, wow.
a vegan cherry crown pastry, a yoghurt with granola and mango, or a fruit pot.
Could I have the yogurt and granola, please? Cute. Will that be to the room?
I'll bring it to your
or-
room if you want to pull down a
Amazing.
little tray table.
Fab, cool.
And then we'll go from there.
Amazing.
Alright?
Yeah, really
So
good.
sit back, you're all booked in now.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Fab.
Just make sure that
Thank
book's
you so
down.
much. Yeah, I was trying to work out how to open and
That
close the
like
door.
ankles at 3 a.m.
Yeah. Okay, fab. Thank you. I
Alright.
appreciate that.
Have fun.
Cool, thank you. So I don't know how much of that you just caught because I was already recording when you walked in the room, so I didn't have a chance to like set that camera up. I've just booked a breakfast, I've just booked a shower, I've had the explanation of the first class carriage where they sell alcohol but everything else is free, so coffee, tea, I think you can buy snacks as well actually. And then we get into Penzance at 8 o'clock in the morning and my shower is booked for 8:30, so I can just enjoy the lounge for 30 minutes while I wait for my shower, which I actually am quite happy about because I was thinking I've got a full day in Cornwall tomorrow, nowhere to shower until I then get back to Yorkshire the day after. I was like, I'm gonna smell. I don't have a toilet. But that's okay, clearly I just didn't check what I was booking. But I'm gonna go have a little explore, gonna go to the toilet, I'm gonna go through to the first class lounge and then we'll do a room tour. This is the bathroom. It's kind of just the same as any toilet on a train, like this is really nothing special, but it is quite big, it's quite spacious. This is the one that he was explaining at the end of the carriage has a baby change unit, the other ones don't have that. Obviously that is irrelevant to me, but if you were wondering. Yeah, could I please get a cup of tea and a Kit Kat?
Yeah. Are you going to take that to your room? Yeah.
I think I'll take it to my room. Alright, so my snack bag is secured. I decided to bring it back to the room because the first class car is full, like it's busy in there. I would have had to have joined a table with other people, and honestly I was kind of thinking it's so late, I'm so tired, it's nearly midnight already. Let's go and have a cup of tea in our room and I'll film you a room tour. Behind me here, this is the door. I am in room 11 in carriage D. I think there are like 5 carriages of sleeper rooms, so this is kind of the space you've got. I'd say it's like maybe a little bit bigger than the Caledonian sleeper train. This here is a second bunk bed, so I was correct, in that this is a room for 2, but because I'm booking it on my own, it's only set up for 1. But this would release, these straps here would be like your safety net from falling out. But obviously that's staying up. We don't have a double bunk. I think it would be a bit of a squeeze. I'm trying to picture the last one. Maybe it is around the same size. I don't want to keep comparing to that video though, so we're going to keep it as it is anyway. So when I'm standing at the door, you can see I have a bed here. As he explained, this is actually a sink, which we'll get to in a minute. We've got a tiny little wardrobe. This is hard to film on my own. I mean, I don't personally need that, but I guess if you're traveling with clothes that need to be hung up, that's good. We've even got a little mirror. We've got plugs. We've got a button for room service. We have a temperature control, instructions on what to do in an emergency. Little storage unit up there, like a shelf, which is good. Along with some underbed storage. You can kind of probably fit maybe like a small suitcase under this bed. There's not loads of room, but you would fit a small suitcase under there. There's a bin. I've got a little hand towel. And then I didn't fully understand this. This is the sink. I think I lift the... Okay, very, very clever. I'm enjoying the resourcefulness of having this be both a table and a sink, but as you can see, you've got 2 taps, a hot and a cold. This is actually really good. It means I can brush my teeth in the room. I don't have to go to that bathroom. Then the only other thing I didn't really understand was he did say that this is a tray table. How exactly, what are we doing here? I was really confused about, because he was like, oh yeah, you can have breakfast at this table, but like, what do you mean? Am I stupid? Oh, I am stupid. How does this work then? I'm sorry, what the hell? I don't understand. That simply cannot be right. What the hell? A little help. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl with 1 total brain cell. I mean, I'm happy to eat my granola pot in the morning just sitting here. I don't really need a table, but like, he did stress that this was a table. Anyway, carrying on. Up here, we have 2 hooks, a couple of handles that you can hold on to in event that you're swinging around. And he did say to keep the nightlight on because the blind is blackout and the doors are heavy and you might be rolling around in the night, which I didn't like the sound of very much because firstly, the last time I did a sleeper train made me feel a bit motion sick. Secondly, rolling around? Definitely doing it wrong. I'm so confused. All right, so I have worked out how to open the blind. It's on a little... Everything in here is quite complicated to open and close. It's got this weird latch so that it doesn't just slide up. Anyway, currently, as you can see, that is still Paddington Station. We have not yet left. And turns out, guys, on the inside of the wardrobe, there are instructions as to how to open the sofa. So it says, pull sofa back out fully towards you and rest back to secure position, pulling from the middle of the bed. Should we try it one more time? Girl versus sofa bed. See, I feel as though it should be obvious and it's just not. Out fully towards you and rest back to secure. I didn't want a tray table anyway. We're moving! Oh my goodness. That is bye-bye Paddington Station. All right, I'm gonna do a little snack car haul. But first up, pajama time. Got my mic on my t-shirt like a pro. It is so much better to be in my cozies. Little haul. Got a complimentary cup of English breakfast tea, which of course I got with milk because I'm not a psychopath. And I also got complimentary biscuits. These are 2 chocolate chip cookies, which I didn't know you got these. I had already ordered a Kit Kat, which I think cost like £2 something. However, I'm just gonna save this for tomorrow and I'm gonna enjoy my cup of tea with my biscuit. Something I will say, we've been moving for maybe 3 minutes. It's making me feel quite dizzy. I think this is traveling at a speed quite quickly. I don't really want to keep comparing it to the Caledonian Sleeper, but obviously that's all I have to go off, bar like the Thailand sleeper train. We're gonna go with the Caledonian Sleeper, but I kind of do feel as though right now this feels a bit more bumpy. So let's talk about the price, because I personally think this was very, very expensive. So firstly, you pay for the journey separately, so like a normal train ticket, which for me with my railcard discount was I think £45. I'll put the exact screenshots on screen. I could be a little bit wrong. Obviously I paid for it as like one total payment. So my return journey on the Great Western Railway Riviera sleeper train, just a standard ticket in coach class, was £99.90 return to travel on a super off-peak with a 16 to 25 rail card. £100 to Cornwall and back. Not too bad, kind of what you would expect. I mean, don't get me wrong, still expensive. However, it was then an additional £149 for the bed, which takes that total up to 250. Had I wanted to travel in a cabin on the way back, it would have been another 150, taking the total up to £400, which is what I paid for me and Harry to travel all the way to Scotland on the Caledonian sleeper train. So I'll pop the direct price comparisons on screen. It's a 14-hour journey, so double the length of time. So I actually think value for money wise, you're not getting a lot on this service personally. I also got a bathroom and a shower in my room on the Caledonian sleeper train. It was £226 and that included an evening meal, the bathroom, the shower. So do with that information what you will. Alright, was there any water pressure? No. Did I brush my teeth? Kind of. Oh, apart from I have actually just remembered. Yeah, such a random place. Of course the water's in the wardrobe. But we have got one of these. Could have used one of these, but you know what, it's fine. It's happened now. We've got this for the morning. I am literally gonna fill the entire bed. There is no room for turning over. I feel quite boxed in, but in like a nice way. And I also do actually have to say the mattress is very, very comfy. Like lots of handy light switches. All my plugs are like right here. I could call room service if I wanted to, which I'm not going to, but I could. The only thing really left to do is go to bed. This is the time currently, 20 past midnight, and the man is bringing me breakfast at 6:45. So even if I fall asleep right this second, we're looking at 6 hours of sleep. It's not great. Like it's short. I feel like that scene in Greece when they're all in the bed, like there's like no easy way of turning over. You can't roll over in this bed, you know, you're staying like this, and that's fine actually because it's pretty comfy. Like I do quite often say, I've definitely slept in worse beds in worse places. I mean, I've done overnight sleeper buses through Cambodia, through Thailand. Like this is 5-star luxury compared to that. I would say it's very sleek, it's very modern, it feels clean, it feels like everything is done to the best of its ability. Like they've really maximised the space, they've got as much in here as they can other than a toilet, I will say that. Now all we can really do is test out how we sleep. One at a time. Ready? 2. And I shall see you whenever we stop at a train station, whenever I wake up in the night, or maybe in the morning. Okay, it's 3 AM. I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of on and off awake, but I did just get up properly, go to the toilet, and currently we are stopped in Taunton, and I think we've been stopped here for quite a while, I'm not gonna lie. So when you look at how far we've made it from London in 3 hours, I guess that's kind of right. We do still have quite a way to go if you look at where Penzance is, but the bed is comfy. I'm a little bit cold still, but otherwise we're not doing too bad. I'm gonna lock my phone. I'm gonna speak to you the next time I get up, but I did have to just go to the toilet. That was definitely not the best night's sleep of my life. Still quite a long way actually. That is some cloudy weather. Hello, good morning. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Not bad. Sleep well?
Thank you. Yeah, really well actually.
Oh, this is different.
Perfect, thank you.
No problem. Enjoy. I'll pop back about half an hour or so for the tray.
Yeah, amazing, thank you. I'm sorry, but he just made putting that tray table down look like the easiest thing in the world. Anyway, so we do our breakfast haul. This actually looks great. We've got a little cafetiere of coffee and then my mango granola yogurt pot. Oh, we're just pulling into St Austell. That's cool. There we go. I don't know if you can read that, but it does say St Austell. I didn't actually have the heart to tell that man that I didn't sleep very well. I feel like I did spend a lot of the night awake. I don't really know why, because it was quiet. You can't hear other people at all. The train stopped quite a lot, and when it stopped for a while. Like I think we were in each station for probably like 20 minutes, because I guess that's how they make it like a sleeper service. Otherwise it's not actually that far. And the time now is 10 to 7. Shall we pour a coffee? Ready. I am pretty much dressed. As you can see, there is a little view going on behind us. Weather doesn't look great, I'm not gonna lie, but this is the room where I've spent the night, and actually, all things considered, it has been quite comfortable. Now, would I say it's worth £200? Potentially not. I know that a comment I'm gonna get frequently, and a comment I've seen on TikTok a lot when I've been researching this, is you can literally fly from the London airports for like 40 quid, which is true, but not always ideal. It depends what you're bringing. Not more environmentally friendly. It also saves on a night of accommodation. Like, I've not paid for a hotel in London or Cornwall, so I've avoided that cost. So then I think when you consider that, it probably is about right. Maybe not about right, but what you would expect, because hotels in Cornwall, especially in July, like it's the summer holidays right now, it's peak season. Not that you would know it, the weather looks grim. And also peak season to be in London as well. Like, kids are off school, prices are higher. Anyway, still to go this morning, I have my shower at the first class lounge when we got off in Penzance. I think this is the second to last stop now. I think we're coming into St Earth. I've never been here before. I don't really know where we are. Actually, that's not true. I've been through here on the train. I've done this train route before, but like through the day. Yeah, I'm gonna show you what my first class shower is like once we disembark. Penzance is the next stop, and I just saw the sea for the first time. Even though you can't, there it is, there it is. This is it, we've made it. Say goodbye to the room. Thank you very much. Thank you. So I've just got into my little private shower room. I did have to wait 35 minutes for it, but it's only 8 minutes later than the slot that I got booked. Basically, I was like the last one to book, so I had the last slot. But this is what the shower room looks like. I've got a clean towel, it's on a heated radiator, I've got a proper working sink, which is good. There's even shampoo and conditioner, so not bad. We're showered, we're back in the clothes that I was in before, but smelling a lot nicer, feeling a lot fresher, and we're ready to go. Look at that for a view once you've got off the train. Are you joking? So now that we have successfully made it to Penzance, I can wrap this video up. I'm currently sitting on the harbour. I've actually been here all day, and I've filmed some content from that for Instagram and for TikTok. So if you are watching still and you've got all the way to the end, make sure you're following me over on both of those platforms, because I'm trying to vary up my content depending on where I'm posting it. And obviously this is a long form video, but I do post short form stuff too. Anyway, my overall roundup, do I think it was value for money? Honestly, not really. I think that you could get here cheaper. I mean, the most obvious way is to drive down. However, from where I live in Yorkshire, it really is a very long drive, and I wouldn't really be keen on doing it myself personally, and I also wouldn't really want to do that for a solo travel trip. This definitely made the journey part of the experience, and like I say, you are saving on accommodation, so I guess it depends on like how long you want to be down here, what your priorities are. If you are already based in London, I think it's definitely one of the easiest ways to get here, especially because the train goes at literally midnight, so you can have the full day in London and then wake up and you're already in Cornwall, which is good. It's a lot quicker than the Caledonian Sleeper, but personally I don't think I would be doing that one again, whereas I think I would do the Caledonian Sleeper train again. That was much more of like an experience. It felt like, maybe just because I was on it for longer, it felt like a bigger deal. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have ridden the Great Western Rail Riviera service. Do you use it regularly? Would you want to use it? Would you rather do the Scottish one? Like, let me know. And also, if there are any others in the UK, which I don't believe there are, I think we have now exhausted them all because we've been west, we've been north. I don't know where else you could take a sleeper train to from, I mean, I guess France. But other than that, I shall see you guys back on my channel with another travel challenge video very, very soon. And the next one is actually going to be me and my boyfriend, and I'm very, very excited to shoot that one. So do subscribe down below if you're new. Thank you for the love and support on my videos recently. Goodbye.